With a budget of $550,000, Friday the 13th was a massive commercial hit, grossing close to $60 million worldwide. While critics largely derided the film, Paramount still wanted to move ahead with a sequel. Originally envisioned as an anthology series, the producers wanted the focus to be on Pamela Voorhees' son, Jason. Director Sean S. Cunningham disagreed with the new direction, so he was replaced by the original's associate producer, Steve Miner. Tom Savini couldn't return to do the effects because of prior commitments, but he had his disagreements. Miner used most of the same crew and had a $1.25 million budget, more than double the original. Filming lasted from October to November of 1980, primarily in New Preston and Kent, Connecticut, with a mostly new cast. After some troubles with the MPAA, Friday the 13th Part 2 was released on May 1st, 1981. 5 years after the last film, a new campus opened up for CITs, or Counselors in Training. Said camp is run by Paul Holt, John Fury, and located near the remains of Camp Crystal Lake. Two of the CITs, Jeff Dunsbury, Bill Randolph, and Sandra Deere, Marta Kober, decide to sneak off to Crystal Lake. They're taken back to their camp by Deputy Winslow, Jack Marks, and are chewed out by Paul that night. Jeff and Sandra, along with some of the other counselors, have to stay behind while the others go out drinking. While Paul and his assistant Ginny Field, Amy Steele, are out, the other counselors have to hold down the fort. Little do they know that a masked killer is lurking about, and they pick off the CITs one by one. It turns out this masked killer is none other than Pamela Voorhees' son, Jason.
Jason, Mother is talking to you!
Jason, Mother is talking to you.
Friday the 13th Part 2 is almost exactly like the original, which is both good and bad. On the one hand, it's more of what made the first film work so well, which is a safe bet. On the other hand, it doesn't do much to differentiate itself to make it stand independently as its own thing. That said, that doesn't necessarily mean this is a poor entry or has nothing to offer. For one, it was pretty shocking to see the survivor from the first film get killed at the beginning. Also, the film does build up plenty of suspense since you're unsure if the killer is Jason or not. While he would get the iconic hockey mask, I think the bag with the one eye hole is creepier. Combined with the overalls and plaid shirt, it gives Jason more of a reclusive look. Though there isn't anyone nearly as recognizable as Kevin Bacon, the cast still does a solid job. Amy Steele makes for a likable lead, and she has great chemistry with John Fury. When she has to stand toe-to-toe with Jason, she manages to hold her own and kick some ass. While lacking Savini's effects, future Oscar nominee Carl Fullerton's work is top-notch, especially when it comes to Jason's look. You can see glimpses of Savini's design, but Fullerton manages to make it look realistically older and lived in. Of course, you need some creative kills to make a good slasher, and this one's got some memorable kills. Most notably, there's the couple who gets speared in bed, and the wheelchair jock taking a machete to the face. Overall, while not as good as the original, Friday the 13th Part 2 is a solid slasher sequel.